Hey, Ali, why does trouble seem to follow you? Why does trouble seem to follow you, Ali? Look who it is, Ali Choudhri, leaving one of his frequent hangouts, Houston's federal courthouse. And no, he's not in handcuffs, at least not yet. It's kind of hard to believe. We've been reporting on Ali Choudhri's purported real estate frauds for 5 years. Our first story was titled, "Would You Do Business with This Guy?" Allegations Choudhri inflates rent rolls in real estate deals to make a property much more attractive than it really is. The reviews from folks he had dragged into court to bleed them financially, well, it said a lot.
Absolutely the most unethical, shady, slimy dirtbag.
5 years later, Choudhri is still mired in deep legal trouble, defying multi-million-dollar court judgments against him from the Bank of Kuwait and many others. Even the U.S. Justice Department is investigating.
Chifino has some questions for you. You want me to catch you afterwards? I'll do that too.
And so we're back with the saga of Houston's so-called real estate racketeer. Why does trouble seem to follow you, Ali? Hey, Ali, got a minute to talk? Ali Choudhri seems to have recovered from his reported stroke last year. This is what Choudhri looked like the last time we saw him at the federal courthouse, his face clearly contorted. Federal judges, though, have accused him of faking it, a stalling tactic as his real estate empire was crumbling.
Because of your client.
Because of Wayne Chifino?
Yeah.
His lawyer told us we weren't allowed to video in public. My people answered the way I would want them to.
You're not authorized to take a video.
We're on a public street. You lose.
Choudhri is still suing me, claiming I am part of some giant conspiracy to secretly record him.
Well, he needs to stop intercepting and wiretapping people.
We had aired audio tapes from evidence of unfiltered Choudhri and one of his lawyers, who's also still suing me.
I'm done with the Ali bullshit.
No.
Ali thinks he's so slick, he can fuck everybody.
No.
No more.
Ali Choudhri has hired dozens of Houston attorneys, but he is representing himself in at least one of his multiple bankruptcy cases involving his troubled real estate company, Jedal. He's been thrown out of this big building he once owned on the West Loop. Federal Judge Jeffrey Norman sanctioned Choudhri a few months back. His company, Jedal, too. Even his mom, Shanaz Choudhri, for their conduct in court. In part, for improperly interfering with the sale of that Galleria area building. Audio from federal court displays just a little bit of the judge's clear displeasure.
Sit down. Yeah. Sit down. No, you're done. I can't speak. No, because I asked you more than once to go to the point. You refused to do so. Sit down. May I respond? Sit down. Okay.
Choudhri is playing another familiar legal strategy, trying to now recuse Judge Norman. One of the reasons, Judge Norman had accused Choudhri of faking that stroke. Choudhri complaining the judge called him, quote, a liar, a boy who cried wolf. And that's why Choudhri this time was in the courtroom of the chief bankruptcy judge, Eduardo Rodriguez. Choudhri didn't have to say a word during this court appearance. Ali, why don't you sit down and talk to us? Because it was this guy that was getting the tongue lashing. His name is Justin Rayon, the lawyer for Choudhri's company, Jedal, accused of helping Choudhri with legal papers, even though Choudhri claimed he didn't have a lawyer and was doing it himself. You were accused of helping him. Well, you're a lawyer. You're helping him, aren't you?
Excuse me.
I'm not in your way.
Yeah, here's the door.
Okay? You're a lawyer. The judge really gave you some grief, didn't he? Choudhri didn't have to be in federal court once this week. He was there twice. He returned 2 days later to face demands he turn over records to the Justice Department because they're investigating him.
Change yourself.
Federal Judge Lee Rosenthal gave Choudhri 1 week to turn over emails that he wrote and that Jedal wrote that the feds want to see. Quoting, "This is not rocket science," Judge Rosendahl said. "You are out of time. These are your documents. How can you not have access to them?" Federal prosecutors say if Choudhry does not comply, they want sanctions, $500 a day. But Judge Rosendahl said imprisonment is an option too. And later this month, she may just do it. Stay tuned. I'm sure there'll be future stories on the saga of Houston's alleged real estate racketeer.